And we are live. Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever you might be. I'm Emma and welcome back to the no longer haunted House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracent. Welcome back to the Zero Escape series and the ride that has been. And welcome to Virtue's Last Reward, now on part 16, making it officially the longest game I've done on this stream. And it's only the second one of the trilogy. This has been such a lot. I'm going to click continue. Can't we be haunted year round? I mean, okay. Back to a normal baseline of haunted. I mean, you get me. I am basically an internet poltergeist. But apart from that, I changed the backdrops back is my point. Yes, so. A lot happened last time, and can I remember all of it? No. But there was more murder, there was, we went through the white door, finally. So we're going into extra secret bonus flowchart, off the end of the flowchart, and we are in the security room. Can I remember who we're with? No. I think we're just starting the escape room segment. You'd think I might have checked the VODs, but if you think that, then hello, welcome to the stream. Never had you before, clearly. Let's just get in and get started, shall we? We're with Fi. Excellent. Cool. Anyway, here's the security room. This chair feels like it's composited badly, I don't know. A yellow chair sits before me. Okay, that's all we're getting. Can I do anything with these screens? Oh hey, it's fine. This must be the main monitoring station. All 9 of the screens are dark, though. They probably aren't powered up. Looks like it. So how do we turn them on? What kind of a question is that? There's probably some switches or something around here somewhere. Huh. Yes, there is probably a puzzle that we should do. But at the red chair... Oh, this screen turns on. I just rubbed it a little and it turned on. Phrasing, Sigma. I don't think the rest is going to be that easy, though. Look at the screen. Oh, looks like a login screen. I think we need to put in a password. Okay, I'll give it a shot. No, I won't, because I don't know it, and I'm not just entering random codes and trying to brute force everything this time. This console has a red chair that goes with it, right? Yeah, so? Nothing, and just caught my eye. Very subtle game, thank you for just being like, this is a hint! What's in these files? Some binders. Damn, I can't understand a word of this. It looks like some kind of code. All of these binders are like that. Shoot. Alright, what are these screens? I wonder what this is. Dunno. Looks like a machine of some kind. Great, very helpful, thank you. Whoa, this is something. What do we have over here? We have the couch, we have... Oh, I thought the safe was meant to be on the couch, and I was just like, your graphics are bad, and it looks like your safe is levitating. It's a glass table, isn't it? Good to know I have the object comprehension skills of a 2-year-old. Lion eating the sun again. Let's press it. Is it a lion? What's it got in its mouth? It's some kind of button, right? It looks like you can push it. Barely make it out, but I think there's something carved on the surface. A sun? Wait, so is this lion eating the sun? Oh my god, Sigma finally puts it together. Yeah. Whatever. Right now we need to focus on getting out of here. I'm gonna push that button. Is that okay? Yeah, sure. Oh, the lights turned off. I guess it's a light switch. I mean, it's a button that you press and the lights turned off. That seems reasonable. It's also glowing red, which seems relevant. And over here we have this strange looking set of shelves. I'd buy those from IKEA. Hey, check it out. It's all lit up. Yeah, pretty colourful. Do you think it's a hint? Maybe. Alright, helpful, thank you, 5. Different shapes, different colours, so triangles are red, hexagons are green. If that's relevant, I don't know. Over here we have a power switch. It's pointless. Sigma has really terrible dark vision, that's another thing we're like... Hello? Why the steps have passwords written on them. This is dreadful security. TMG... There are letters on front of the step underneath the red line. TMJYUVGJ. Okay, let's go and try and put that in the red computer. TMJYUVGJ. Seriously, this is dreadful data security. Did it work? Yeah, I guess so. Good job. Have a biscuit. Ha, cakewalk. No, biscuit. Sure. Did you see this icon? The one in the upper left corner. You mean the only thing on the screen? Yes, I saw it. Yeah? What this icon means? Well, there's only one way to find out, right? Oh, sorry. Very true. Change the colours to the correct ones by clicking the hexagons and triangles. Remember that you only have 4 moves. Okay, so we want all the triangles red, all the hexagons green, right? Or was it the other way around? No, hexagons were green. Bad at these games. Seriously, I am bad at these games. That is the pattern we wanted, right? I only get 4 moves. I guess whoever made this figured that was enough. This is hard. Huh. You don't know where the colours are supposed to go? No, I know where the colours are supposed to go. I was just coming out to double check, but... Yeah, we want hexagons to be green, triangles to be red. So, I mean, just clicking these to switch them is wrong. But we have to be doing one of the triangles to... one of the ones adjacent to it. Seriously, I cannot express the degree to which I suck at these puzzles. In 4 moves? That does not seem enough. I mean, I can get it most of the way there by doing that. And I can get it most of the way by doing that. So I think it has to be triangles that we're clicking on mostly, because they're bordering the most things. Oh, okay. No, we were trying to do the opposite of what it says on the wall. Why? Why? What? Why? What? Why? Game? I didn't think it felt possible to get it how it was in the wall in 4 moves, and that's because it wasn't, because that's not what we were going for. Okay, love it when the hints are the opposite of the correct answer. Ha! How'd you like that puzzle? It's too early to celebrate. Check your screen. Got a new icon. Huh? What's that noise? Nothing happened on the screen. Look up. The one over your head. Huh? Will be me. No, it's will I am. I make myself laugh. What the hell was that? Not even a sentence. Yeah, no, I deserve that tomato. Will be me. Huh. Okay, helpful, thank you, fine. Presumably, needs to do something over here on the green chair. I should also turn the lights back on so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, turn the lights on. You missed the good joke. I think we all missed the good joke. There was no good joke. But what's in here? Aha, power switches. Looks like we've got 9 switches. Of course we have. Everything comes in 9s. There's a little thunderbolt icon up here. My guess is these are a bunch of power switches. Well, yeah. Huh. They're all red. I mean, they're all off? How about you try and flip something? Do you hear something? Yeah, I did. Kind of a starting up sound. No, wrong button. Yeah, so these turn on the relevant screens. Can we turn them all on? Okay, sure. Okay, so we have the ambidex room, we have warehouse B, we have warehouse A. Good to know that even in the future we'll never get rid of putting a post-it note with a password on it on the screen of a password-locked computer. I mean, there's doing that, and then there's writing it on the stairs. We have... That's the Golem Bay, that's the rec room of infamy. There's the pantry, there's the crew quarters, there's the infirmary, and there's the lounge. These are from security cameras. I thought so. Well, I mean, it says security on the door, so yeah. Hey, what about Temioji, Clover, and Quark? Can you see them anywhere? You can see just as well as I can. There's nobody there. No D or K either. I might as well take a good look at it though. Damn, nothing. Okay. Once again, this game is full of... Maybe this will do something. Does it? No. This one's the same. Barely touched it and it's ready to go. Yeah, it's showing the same thing too. Okay, so we need a password for the green, and do we need a password for the yellow? Is there? Yeah. Okay, well, let me go and get the passwords from the perfectly logical place to keep passwords. See, Emily, you're back in time for more terrible data security. Where do you think the passwords are? Well, you turn the lights off, and they're right here. Okay, so green is ADGB, that's Awesome Dames Gone Bad. And yellow is SGD... SGDQ? Okay. So, and yeah, yellow is Summer Games Done Quick New York. Actually, I may as well do the things while the lights are still turned off, because I can. Just in case I've got them wrong. Ha! This one's done too. Same results as before. And another icon up in the corner. I've seen this icon before. Yeah, it's just like the one on the other side. So that would mean... Okay, second puzzle, same as the puzzle. No, I don't know where that was going. Okay, and on that side we wanted them to be the way they are on the wall. Interesting. Was there... Did we miss another set of shelves on the other wall? Oh, you figured it out. It wasn't hard. Not bad. And my reward? Heh, nice try. Looks like Zero's got something for you, though. You mean this new icon? Right. That does something. What are you doing? This is just like the other one. Look up. I was you. Will be me. Yeah, was that... Oh, okay, the shelves on the other side with... Fair enough. And these are hourglasses. Oh, okay, I thought they were bubble tea. Damn. I'd much rather they were bubble tea, if I'm honest. Chat, it doesn't matter how many times you riff on the lyrics from the Oran theme tune, I am not kissing Zero. But by all means, continue. Don't kiss this brain plague going around. To be fair, the brain plague appears to be transmissible through basically nothing, or anything even. So, whatever we do. If the brain plague wills it, it will come. I was you, will be me. And here we have this machine. It's a tall machine. No idea what it does, hopefully nothing bad. Please, would a machine do something bad in this murder warehouse? Oh, we haven't actually put the password in for this one, have we? Better get this right, Sigma. Look, it was written on the stairs, and it's also a streaming event in a major world city. Damn. Good. That's all of them then. Oh, well done. Have a biscuit. Would it really kill you to take that disdain down like 10%? Yes. Look at the corner of the screen. Yeah, an icon. This icon's supposed to be an hourglass? Touch it and find out. Right. Determine the value in seconds for each hourglass, then fill in the blanks. If the value is a single digit number, place a 0 before it. What's that? Okay. So we have... Can we just work this out from the number of bars on them? Or do I need more information? Am I trying to go into this without too much information? Because I can tell what they all are in relation to the smallest one. But I don't know how long that is. Oh wait, I have red and yellow hourglasses on me. Let's just check those out. Can't figure this out. What are you talking about? This is a cakewalk. You just have to see how many seconds each of those hourglasses counts and then enter those numbers at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I know. Makes sense? I know that. Just examine these hourglasses. An hourglass full of yellow sand. It has 11 carved onto its top. See? That's helpful. And the red sand is 4. And is that how many bars that has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so can we just enter the number of bars in each of them? So it's 0, 4. Blue is... Wait. just so I can split it up for my own brain. 07. Computer is stuttering. Keep up. This is not difficult. 1, 2. So that's 4, and that's 5 is 9. We know that one's 11. And this is 4. No. 8. No, that's not 8. That's 5. That's 8. 12. 15. Okay, yeah. That was less of a puzzle and more just count the things on the screen. Ha! Got it. Not bad. There's another icon on the screen now. Yes, there it is. Hey, look. The screen's changed. Huh? What's this? There's a different word in each one. I'd guess we're supposed to shuffle them around until they make a sentence. How? Look at the screen underneath them. It's got the same words in 9 squares. Wow. So I'm supposed to use this console to move the words around? That would be my guess. And we're back to Wings of Desire. I need to watch that film again. As I can say for so many films. Okay, let's give this a shot then. So, on the left, on the right we had Will I Be. I remember that because I made a bad joke about it. Emily, are you just putting every combination of these words in the chat? Because I don't think that's desperately helpful, if I'm honest. What did it say on the left? On the left was you me? I was you. And that was... Oh no, it will be me, that was it. Yes, that made more sense. Will be me. Was I, you. She knows everything. Why won't it work? Maybe you don't need some of those words. Don't you think? What? Rearrange the words to create a specific sentence. Not all of the words are needed. The unneeded word should be erased. How? No, right-clicking just dumps out of the entire thing. Oh, I have to turn off the other screens, so just leave She Knows Everything, because those are the words that aren't on the other screens, which are the 3 in the bottom right. That's what these are for. No. Okay. Right, I'm confused. Still can't do anything with these binders. Some binders, they're full of code that I can't read. Tool machine still not doing anything. I mean, it says to make a specific sentence, so just one, presumably. has to connect I was you to will be me. Maybe? Maybe the placement on the screen matters. Yeah, I guess. So let's... Oh, okay, it has to be on the bottom row. What is telling me that? Just as I thought, apparently. Yeah, looks like you got it. Good work. Nothing's changed, though. Well, at least not here. Yeah, take a look at the screens up on the wall. Oh, that screen is blue now. Because if we were taking the colour placements from that, you'd think the yellow would have to be on the middle row. Oh, okay, well that was the secret password. Alright. I don't understand. And now all the words have gone away. Is that... It's taken away the ones I've used? Oh no, it's just turned all the screens off. So if we turn off on all the other words... You ever do a puzzle and realise that you don't actually know what you're doing? Okay. That's not a sentence, though. You can't say, rearrange them to form a sentence when the sentence in question, the quote-unquote sentence in question is, I was, you will be me. Because that's not a sentence. That's a random collection of letters. Game. Oh, nice work. Look, the screen's changed. Keep feeling like we've seen that before. Well, we had, on the Tu Fui Ego Eris, is that the... Yeah. Yeah, it's on the... It was on a gravestone in the garden. Different password. Look, let me find the thing. It was in the secret things from the garden. I think. Tu Fui Ego Eris. What you are, I was, what I am, you will be, which, it's very vague, but... I think that is the reference that's being made, but at the same time, in very mangled English. The password's different. Yes, it is. Yes, it is an extremely loose translation, and then this one is an even more loose translation on account of not being in English. Yeah, safe, password. I know how this works. So, it's that time again. Votes on what's going to be in this secret file. Star, moon. Something, something, Chomsky, something, something. Yep. Because whatever it is going to be something. Excellent. Opened. Yeah. We can't comment on this because these files don't exist within the plot. Here we go. So we have... Okay, this is a variety of things. Floor B graffiti. Memento Mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. It appears to have been written in some sort of weird paint. Memento Mori is a Latin phrase that translates roughly to remember death or mortality. Why is that a backslash? It annoys me when people mix up slashes and backslashes, I won't lie. Ninth clearly refers to ninth, but seems to have been spelt wrong, likely on purpose. Why? Perhaps this is an anagram like the words on the wall in the Floor A warehouse, one would assume. If it is, what does this one mean? What does it mean? Hourglass. The hourglass displayed in the background is actually a 4-second timer. It doesn't have much practical use, except maybe for really impatient people. If If you were at a restaurant waiting for your food to come out, for instance, hey, how long are you going to make me wait? I've already flipped this hourglass 100 times. Technically 100 times would only be 400 seconds, which is 6 minutes and 40 seconds, but saying 100 times is much more dramatic and therefore much more likely to get a desirable response from the waitstaff. What? What? Why do we need a secret file that's just, hey, remember that thing you got in that last puzzle? Didn't make much sense, did it? Lol. Okay. Gentle points. I don't even know what this is. These are a measure of how much of a gentleman you are. Okay, cool. Move over erotic units. We've got a new thing. Is this also going to turn into the narrator talking about how they're thirsty for Danny Trejo? Somewhere deep in the United Kingdom is an organisation that tracks all gentlemen. No. Determining their calibre, spelt wrong, based off an ancient and Byzantine collection of rules and guidelines. Every year during the spring, a representative of this organisation conducts a cursory investigation of each member's behaviour, or at least appears to, and then awards gentle points based on what they saw. The following formula is used. Old ladies escorted across the street, times top hats owned, times puzzle solved, times money given to gentleman tracking organisation, equals total gentle points. Okay, no, I like that last term being in the money given to gentleman tracking organisation, because, yes, I'll be real, speaking as somebody from the UK, 90% of being upper class and sophisticated in here is just having money to throw at people so that they'll think you are. These secret files are giving me an aneurysm mood. And, hey, Emily, it doesn't say it's a secret society, right? It just says an organisation. It doesn't say a secret organisation. A knife. A small survival knife. Okay, we haven't found this yet. Has myrmidons stamped into the flat of the blade. Blade length, 150mm. Base width, 30mm. Base thickness, 3mm. There's blood in it, but whose blood? There are no streets in this game, so we can't escort any old ladies across the street, so our score will always be 0. Yeah, sad fact. So yes, this is presumably the knife that the old lady got stabbed with, and because that's the same measurements, I believe. And I would guess it's the same one that was in Alice in other timelines. And it says myrmidons, so it's Dios. Floor B hallway locks. Several of the hallways on floor B are special locks indicated on the map by arrows. This is really hard to read against this background. On the far side of each arrow is a lever. Pulling these levers will unlock the locks. Once this has been done, you can explore the entire area at your leisure. I know, because by the time you've got this, you've already done that so many times, and it shows you unlocking them every single time. Principle of causality doesn't really apply to us. The law of cause and effect. Specifically, that a cause must precede every effect. At the quantum level, however, things aren't quite as immutable. The principle of quantum superposition holds that any physical system, such as an electron, exists at least partially in all of its theoretical states or configurations, but when measured gives a result corresponding to only one of them. A classic example of this is the double slit experiment, where light appears to behave as both a wave and a particle. One of the interesting implications of this is that, in a sense, you are influencing the past. By observing a system, you are defining the cause of an effect you witness, and in a way altering the past. Normally I would comment here that the quantum level is where shit gets real, but given the nature of this phenomenon, it seems like it would be more accurate to say that the quantum level is where shit gets unreal. Takes long drag of joint, sits down in front of class. That has real I'm the cool science teacher vibes. And Knox's 10 Commandments. You want that philosophy teacher? Yeah. I've had teachers like that, I'll be honest. I've also had the actually cool science teachers, and the actually bizarre science teachers. Seriously, I could go on a whole thing about the teachers that were at my secondary school. It was a strange place. It was a strange place. Anyway, Knox's 10 Commandments. Ronald... Oh, these, yes. Ronald Knox, a mystery writer from the UK, published the following as his rules for writing a mystery novel. 1. The criminal must be mentioned early on. Your degree's in Latin, you 100% know the level of weird. I mean, yeah. Honestly, my Latin teachers at secondary school were some of the less weird. 2. All supernatural or preternatural agencies are ruled out. 3. No more than one secret room or passage. 4. No hitherto undiscovered poisons may be used, nor any appliance which will need a long scientific explanation. 5. No one with extrasensory perception or similar powers can appear. 6. No accident must ever help the detective, nor must he ever have an unaccountable intuition which proves to be right. 7. The detective must not commit the crime. 8. The detective must declare any clues he may discover. 9. The stupid friend of the detective, the Watson, must conceal nothing from the reader. And 10. Twin brothers, and doubles generally, must not appear unannounced. So, yeah, I think we've broken all of those except the detective must not commit the crime, unless this is a clue that Sigma did in fact commit the crime. Or are they just saving that for Danganronpa 2? Spoilers for Danganronpa 2. My Latin teacher in college once made a sex joke about Hephaestus in class during a lecture, then said, "I don't know what that means," and to this day I do not know if he actually knew what it means. Yeah. Yeah, that's the good energy. So what, are we missing 2 of these now? Just 1? Yeah, we are only missing the final escape room. Interesting. Anyway, let's put in the other password. Star. It opened. So it did. This card looks familiar. Different image though. Yeah, it's one of the AB room cards. Well, I guess there are 2 of them actually. These are the star keys the announcer was talking about. And then we've got same key as usual. Okay, let's get going. Let's. And before Sigma and K are both clones of Zero Junior, who's a clone of Zero Senior, and this is all some weird test for who's taking over the game. Well, that's very possible. Yeah, the Zero Junior confusion is... It's annoying how the characters will keep calling the rabbit Zero Junior when he introduced himself as Zero the Third. Surely Zero Junior would be Zero the Second, which it's really sounding like would be K, or whoever we're both cloned from. Lock the door, it says lock. I'm going to open it with the key that unlocks the lock, do the thing. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, unlock the lock, which now says open, and the door will open. Cool. 42 minutes into the stream. Less if you're watching on YouTube, because I edited out the break. Wait. I just realized something. What's that? When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others were. What they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage. You following me? Yeah. You're talking about stuff that's been recorded, right? PhD student, he's smart. Footage of the past. It's a weird way of saying it. If they stole that, we might be able to see it. Yeah. I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot. Definitely. What do we do? Leave that to me. The Lotus Shot. You know how to use this thing? Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's no logic to how it's set up. What? Okay, that's terrible logic. Just like, well, a human made this, so any human can probably work it out. Fire's titties ain't got nothing on Lotus's. I mean, matter of taste, I guess, but yeah. computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. I'm not sure that went where you wanted it to, Fi. Everything's designed to do something, and once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to. See? That is the worst explanation for Hollywood hacking I have ever heard in my life. Wow. All boobs are good boobs, but that first game really wanted us to focus on Lotuses. Yup. Monitoring video data. Looks like this is it. Good work. You have a biscuit. Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something. Do you have a PhD? I mean, I don't either, but not yet. Well, so much for that. Wait. What the heck is this? Everything says no data. Let's check the log. Damn it. This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here. By zero? That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator. Damn, well, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have taught us a lot. Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. Why are we getting a shot of the ceiling here? Because sometimes these games just like to film things from a low angle for no reason whatsoever. And it annoys me, because it really messes with my sense of space, such as it exists. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is. Hey, what's this? You want to open it? Yeah. Don't think we can assume this game has a point every time. Yep. It says Golem status. Should be the system logs of those robots. Told you about them in the pantry, remember? Yeah, you mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door? Yeah. Here we go. Shit. Everything has been erased too. Looks like it. Guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a second. What is it? There's a scroll bar! Oh my god, it's... If I can hack into this system, can't see how to scroll a window. Try scrolling. I knew it! That golem we met is still functional. What do you mean? I thought you told me GOLM or whatever his name was started spitting smoke and keeled over. Yeah, but he said that his, what passes for a golem's brain, I guess, was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled, his brain's probably still functioning. Can we see his logs? Already on it. Here you are. Then... try the one that says cash. Huh. These file names all seem like random characters. Oh, whatever. Just pick one and open it, I guess? Sure. This is... Yeah, that's what I thought. It's probably from right after K decked us. I don't remember that. Oh yeah, it's... Yes, because we were vacillating over whether to go through the white door. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left in a minute. Just watch. I mean, we haven't animated it, but watch, and we'll fade to black between shots. See? Interesting. This is footage that GOLM pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here. Exactly. So if we go back through those files, yeah, might be able to figure out who the killer is. Maybe even who Zero Senior is. Maybe even what the ceiling is. Nice. Great work, Sigma. Come on, I told you I don't need you kissing my ass. So it's not like I really did anything. True. We started going through the rest of the files. Security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right. I mean, we knew Dio was on the far right. Good. Looks like they're both fine. That just leaves Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark. I opened my mouth to continue, and then it happened. We saw through time. My vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. I staggered, my balance gone. I hear you all around. What's going on? Oh, we've got the brain plague. Because it's messing with our perception of time. What? Why is she talking like that? You really don't look so good. Just gonna up maybe she's out for a minute. She sounds like someone's playing a tape of her voice or sped up. What is going on here? Can't understand what she's saying. You might see something in there and your eyes look kind of blank. Why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video on fast forward. What the hell is... Wait, could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow to a factor of 1 over √6. So it just looks like everything's speeding up. Yes, well, that was up with the razor over there. Why did I lie down for a bit? Still couldn't make out what she was saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me. You're not wrong. See you after your meeting, Abby. I woke up several minutes later. How do you know how long it was if your perception of time's going screwy, and also just because when you've fallen asleep you don't know how long it's been, generally. In my experience, anyway. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. But we're not going to show the shot of the ceiling, despite the fact that we've been showing the shot of the ceiling at random intervals anyway. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Fi, who'd been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move. You okay? Her voice sounded normal again. She wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. You sure? Yeah, that's good. You really looked like you had lost it for a minute there. Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've got a lost and found. You're hilarious. Your sanity is pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in. Wow, we're just gonna stand here bitching at each other, are we? I'm down with it. Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about. Yeah. I think I must just be getting tired. Kinda surprised it didn't catch up to me sooner. I hope that's all it is. Emma, I think they're flirting. Yeah, I mean, they could be. Like, is this badly written flirting, or, I mean, I'm English. Just randomly insulting people for the entire conversation is just how friends work. I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you? It's a weird way of phrasing it. Straight people TM. Like I say, British people too. For just a moment I thought of Radical 6. But I didn't want to worry Fi if I didn't have to. Yeah, because if there's one thing we've learnt over the last couple of years, it's that if you just ignore a pandemic, it goes away. That was me, Ricky Gervais, staring into the camera. Although, you know, not in a Ricky Gervais way, because screw that guy. Better to stay quiet about it. Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying. Right? What are you, my mum? Fine. No more check-ins. Check-ins are important. Communication is important. Straight people again. Hey, the ceiling's back. Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this. Posed like she's conducting a seance with the computer, just... You couldn't see my hands in that shot, so it really didn't work, did it? What is it? Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of GeoLAM's cache. When was this recorded? You'll see in a minute. Up there on the right, that looks like some sort of time code. Can you figure it out? No. It's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make heads or tails with it. Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. It might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem. I mean, there was like a dozen files. It can't have been that hard to find things. Huh? No, it's K. Yeah. He looks at his bracelet here. Probably checking how much time's left. I'll just pause that and magnify it. 21 minutes. That means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right? Exactly. And that would have been the white doors in this case, right? Zoom enhance, yep. Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me. There were 20 minutes on the clock when we match up with him, right? That means what we're seeing here is K 1 minute before he saw us. Right. That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna. Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that. Are there any other angles? I mean, you can't even see Luna at all. I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important. You mean this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right? Exactly. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. Let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is. Right. So this is the start of our footage. There's no one here. Yeah. About a minute goes by before anyone shows up. Wait, how'd you know it's been a minute? This. Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier. Yeah. If I play back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are. Huh. Why are you doing that with the 4-second hourglass and not the 11-second hourglass? That seems like 2.5 times more practical. Oh, someone's coming in. Luna. Is that Clover behind her? Yeah. This is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now, you and I are talking to Dio in the 4B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy. By that logic, couldn't you just check the hourglass timing against the timestamp to figure out how the timestamps work? Yep, I was thinking that myself. What's going on? Are they fighting? The girls are fighting! No, it's not really a fight. It looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her. Yeah. Can we hear them? Is there an audio track? Want to listen to it? What the hell is this? Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else. Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that. That's seen enough. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Huh? Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Oh god, fuck audio codecs, yeah. Now at 0 hours 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here. Hey, they're gone. As I watched, Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen, and thus it saved us from having to make new art. There another... No, you said this was it. Yeah. This is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though. Yeah, but... you know how mysteries work. What seems obvious for what happened when they were off screen is never what actually happened. Clover murdering someone, but that's so out of character. Yeah. Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking. Yeah. This is about 1 minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame, so 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds. She didn't have her axe, but she does now have government ninja training. Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means... Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. That's not deducing. If you can't see all the facts, it's not deducing, it's inducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her. Dear. He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of the frame. What's he up to? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it. Why? Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark? How the fuck would I know? I've been here. You're saying he was lying. He wasn't in the Floor B warehouse the whole time. He went to the crew quarters after we left him. Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad. Well, yeah. Whatever it was that happened during this time. Yeah, I think so. Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry. Maybe he heard a noise. Like what? The cyan door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. Wow, everybody was in and out of this. God, this is some classic, like, Poirot setup. Just like, who visited the victim in the middle of the night? Oh, surprise, everybody at different times for different reasons. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds. It's Kay. When he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it. And then Kay disappears too. Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others. Kay was telling the truth. This is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright? Sure. Alright, should be around here. One sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here. There's Kay coming in from the bottom of the frame, and he's checking the time on his bracelet. So we've come full circle. Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors opened. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours, 29 minutes. 1 minute later, it's 0 hours, 30 minutes, Kay heads to the 4A warehouse. Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death. That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us. You mean who killed Luna, right? Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is? I ran over the footage in my head. All the footage I want to show you is a pretty suspect sentence, yeah? 0 hours 1 minute, Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 0 hours 10 minutes, they both move out of frame. 11 minutes 40 seconds, Clover exits the room. 12 minutes, Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. Seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period, because he always is. 13 minutes, Dio exits the room. 13 minutes 10 seconds, Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears from the camera's field of view. At this point there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. 29 minutes, Kay enters the frame. He loses his bracelet. It says 0:21 for the remaining time until the primary doors open. There seems to be only one conclusion. Really? Really, is there only one conclusion? The person who killed Luna is... I bet it's Dio. Cause Dio. Dio. What makes you so sure? He was up to something in there. And you think that something was killing Luna? Yeah. That's not a very strong argument. Who do you think it is? Right now, the most likely suspect is Clover. Why? Luna could still have been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too. That is true. This footage isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one other thing into account, then she starts to look a lot more guilty. And what is that other thing, oh great and mighty sage? What Dio said to us at the white doors. Kay wanted us to go into the white doors, right? You told him you wouldn't leave 3 people behind to die. What did Dio say to you? Use your fucking head for once! You're going to get us killed! He would only have said that if he knew that only 2 of us would be going through the door. Do you understand? What? No. Dio knew that we had Luna's bracelet, which would mean he also knew she was dead. Right? Exactly. Okay, yeah, I forgot that Luna's death wasn't public knowledge because I've forgotten a lot of this route, because we've been down so many branches, it gets a little fuzzy as to what evidence is available in each one. If he hadn't known she was dead, he would have said something else. He would have objected the moment Kay suggested we go through the door. That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna? But he said nothing. Almost as if he'd never expected her to be there in the first place. Now, why would he do that? I can think of 2 reasonable explanations. Either Luna was already dead when Dio entered room 2 in the crew quarters, or he killed her himself. If the latter was correct, however, I suspect he would have behaved differently. If Dio had killed Luna, he would have made sure to do something that he thought would cast suspicion off himself, or maybe it was a clever double bluff. Most likely, he would have asked about her absence. Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through the white doors without her. Although it clearly wouldn't provide an ironclad alibi, I imagine he'd think it would make him less suspicious. That's why it's relevant that he said nothing about Luna. Of course, this doesn't mean he's innocent of killing her. Wait a minute. Phi's being the detective here. So if we are breaking all of Knox's commandments, then she did it. We are not the detective, we are the stupid friend. Never go into a battle of wits against a Sicilian when death is on the line, please. If you're gonna quote the Princess Bride at me, come correct. But it does make it seem a lot less likely. So if what I'm saying is correct, what does it mean? That when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead. Exactly. It's not a great theory. Clover also has a motive. You mean what Alice noticed? Yeah. The movement of the AB rooms convinced Alice that Luna killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Yeah, because you're making all of this up on the spot. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder. When did Clover get the injection gun? I would guess after she went through the yellow door. She would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems like the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay? Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything? No. Nothing to tell us where Clover, Temyoji, and Bark went. I mean, I didn't say that, I said anything. Nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either. So, Zeracini's identity, still unknown. Okay, well, let's go find Clover. Guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth. I wonder if Clover is even alive. She is. She has to be. I sure hope so. I mean, if she didn't go through the door, then no, she's not. We made it out of the room, 71 minutes into the stream. Hooray! This game is on occasion a slog, I'll be real. And I'm saying this during a transition between rooms, because of course I am. It definitely seems relevant right now. I know I moan about it every episode, and this is this episode's dose of it. Who wrote these, that we should do these map transitions because they're just wretched and I just want to talk. Just turn your location on, please. We're back in the warehouse. I think you could have just said and I would have believed you. No one's here. Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We're taking cues from the first game. Fi has a connection with Seymour where she can time jump like he can, where in the first one June and Junpei had a connection with the past and June was 0 in the first one, so there's something to point to Fi being sus here too. Yep, because we do keep repeating tropes. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it. Yeah. Really, we had to do the transition back to the warehouse just so we could come out and do this one. Game. Speed up. You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4. Got it. We don't actually get to see the inside of room 1. Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that just looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just this strange, cold shell. And every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. Time to wax poetic. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. I turned and left the room. So what, you didn't search it, you just went, ew, corpses, composed a small poem and left. Great. So helpful. Thank you, Charles Baudelaire. I did a French degree, I'm allowed to dunk on Baudelaire, because I know enough about him. No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours? Same. Empty in them. Except Alice and Luna. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh. What's wrong? Well, suddenly you're very close, that's not great. You need to get it together. What are we doing right now? Are they just looking for people, not clues? Apparently. I mean, the ultimate thing is look for Temioji, Quark, and Clover, because they've all disappeared. Looking for the others? Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't going to help anybody. Let's go. Yeah, you're right. If I turned and headed for the door at the far end, I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. Why do we need a whole animation for just we walked down a corridor? And this many slow fades. That defibrillator has been pointed out so many times and still hasn't come into play. Needed to go and resuscitate Anton Chekhov. Oh, so it's Saw. We're doing Saw now. The first thing I felt was that strange, cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. Happy Halloween, here's a Saw. Yep. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I'd had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. I didn't say we wouldn't still be spooky. My heart hammered away at my ribs, my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. How much do you want to bet if I killed them? Well, she didn't need to. Because if you don't go through the primary door, you get penalised. So if she just chained them up, then the bracelets would kill them when we went into the room. Finally, I opened my eyes. They were in a blind spot. What? The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room? Yeah. Because the partition was in the way. Yeah. They're handcuffed together. Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. Semantics, but I think that counts as killing them. Yeah, but what I'm saying is she didn't need to kill them while we were unconscious. It would have just been while we went through the door. And she would have had to chain them up before then, because causality, as we've established. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink. They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why? Look, see the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off. So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this? Why would they? Probably not. The cut on Temioji's left hand. Looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Must have been deep. Then the blood in his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut. The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelet were activated, and yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from when they were injected. Chubo Kurara must have killed them. Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink? They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. If someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them, they didn't need to tie them up. Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong? I take back what I just said. You find something? Yeah. If I bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. Cyan bracelet. Oh, was this Quark's? This was Quark's! Yes, because that's the one with 9 BP. Correct. It has 9 BP too, there's no mistake. What's Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. Quark's bracelet is here, then that means your heart stops, your bracelet comes off. No, this can't be happening. Quark hates Sigma. Calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead. But in fact, this could be good news. Or I have hope. I have hope. Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Temioji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with Chuba Kurara. Yeah, but he would have had to be dead to get it off. Or they've cut his hand off. You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed? Yeah. Nah, that's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape. Maybe he got out then. Right, he's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in. Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead? Huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be. Huh. Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen? That's enough. Did we find out how Quark's bracelet came off in the other timeline where he wasn't dead but didn't have it? No. If in doubt, assume we don't have information and you'll almost always be correct. That's enough. Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed. I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Temioji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing? Examining their bodies. Temioji first. Why? Clues. What kind of clues? To who might have killed them? Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer's side, that would make for an obvious motive. With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Temioji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that. Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd. What's wrong? Is it that they've clearly used the same asset for the mirror as they have for the cover of every secret file in this game? Because I've just noticed that and I can't not see it. I can't find anything. Huh? I should have found something. What? You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrist with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull a spray bottle out of his pocket. And now you can't find it. Right. Do you think the killer took it? I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover too. Give me a minute. Fine knelt down next to Clover, she spoke and began to gingerly examine her corpse. And after a moment I saw her hands stop. Look. See her thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there? Yeah, it does. I'm sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit. Oh, that was Fi saying that, wasn't it? It's written in blood. Must be Tenmyoji's. It says 016. Or if you look at it upside down, it says 910. Just saying. What does that mean? Hang on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere. Oh, it's no use. I can't remember. Don't get my hopes up like that. Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have ridden the match she got hit with the soprel. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who killed her. 016. Huh. What's the 16th letter of the alphabet? Why can I not think of that off the top of my head? P. Don't think that's relevant, probably. Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are K and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean. Bold assumption. No. There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying he did it, just... Damn it, this is hopeless. Can't keep up anymore. I'm in big mood. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement to the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious, but when would she have done it? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped this knife up in a handkerchief. And of course now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? Footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behaviour makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect, but now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Zero? Zerosenia? Who is Zerosenia? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist? Why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries. 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 I feel like my head's about to explode. Please, Fi, give me something. Anything. A clue. A hint. Come on, you've got to have something. The luminol. Huh? I think there's a very good chance that someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket. Okay. How was that important? It's not the mysteries, it's the brain plague. Yep. Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it? So they could test him for blood? What would they need in order to do that? They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test. That's it? No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint. So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing. And that would mean... the rec room! Fine, I raced for the door. Don't go to the rec room, it is a silly place. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I've been looking for. And now we'll have a slow-ass scene transition to get to that revelation. The rec room is indeed a place of sin. This is not a place of honour. No great deeds are commemorated here. You know what is really a place of sin is these transition sequences. That just took us like 2 minutes. Huh. Remember when the only pace and transition we had to complain about was people yelling about the red and the dead when there was no actual threat? Yeah. Halcyon days. But hey, here's some more murders. Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen a room full of corpses had a profound effect. So it's just us alive and Quark is presumably around. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think, was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect a brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Do they say that? Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. The blood steam. See, is that why you're dying? Because your blood has been vaporized, and now you just have blood steam full of endorphins. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say that 2 species of animal come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded, near death. Species A feels pain, but Species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by Species A prevents them from moving. But because they feel no pain, some Species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, Species A is eliminated, and only Species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no, millions of years. This is a weird tangent to be going on, Sigma, and also I'm not convinced basically any of it is true. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from Species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution, and the rest, have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess... oh no, that's me. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors. Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere. Yeah, you're right. Sigma, you weren't evolved, you're a robot clone. Yeah, pretty much. He is still out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means... you're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in K's back, and this spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think that a child Quark's size could do that? Alright then. Are you saying you killed them? Ugh. Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time, except for that bit where I fell unconscious with an altered sense of time. She was right. After the end of the second round of the AB game, Fi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. No. Wait. There had been one time. One time when I wasn't watching. A few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from one another. If the round trip took about a minute and she'd killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. Quick maths. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just... how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't been out. Just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded. Probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. How long could I have been like that? Might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. Where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey? What you doing there, Fi? Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio. Find anything? Yeah. 2 things, actually. Oh? I think, actually, that is a perfect little mini cliffhanger to end for the break on, because we'll find out what those 2 things are in a little bit. Yeah, God, there's so much more flowchart to go. So, we'll find out what those 2 things are in a few minutes, because I need to go and stretch my legs and get some water and run some ads and all of those things. I would recommend that you'll do the same if you need to. Have a walk around, drink some water, take your meds if you haven't, because, you know, that reminder usually catches some people, and not taking them will be bad. That's why you take them. And yeah, I'm going to run some ads, and I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Love you all. See you in a few. And we're back. Hi everyone, sorry for the slightly longer than expected break. It's just one of those days, you know, everything goes a bit slower than expected. Sounds like I have the brain plague, but this is a different brain plague called I am very tired and it's my week off, so... But on the upside, I made tea. Anyway, yes, so welcome back to the timeline where everyone is dead. And Fi's noticed something. Take a look at this. A knife? Yeah. There's something engraved on the blade too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer? Don't you just love it when your militant cult terrorist groups just have to brand everything? It's very important to have your logo on everything you've ever touched. I don't know. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right? This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest. Right. From the looks of it, I'd guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. Another thing where I'm like, wait, people can just do that? I don't know how big things are. I can never judge measurements. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide. Okay, now you're just taking the piss. Huh. I think I've heard those numbers before. Like, wound cavity 150 mil, wound length 30 mil, wound width 3 mil. Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers it gave us for the wound. Alright, well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom, and wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words, those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right? Right. So if they match, then that means this knife was used to kill the old woman. Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure. But accident double click. Still, why does Dio have it? He must have gotten it from Alice. Well, I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice. That would match up with what we saw. No, wait. Hold on a sec. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room. Right. So Dio took it from her and stabbed her. If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later? Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else. What? Don't you remember what I said? I found two things. There was the knife and this. Hey, this is that key. What do you mean, that key? We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it just in case. So Alice should have had this then, right? Not that she had anywhere in that outfit to keep it, but sure. Yeah. And now Dio's got it. Yeah. So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key. Wait? Kay's key? Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape? What do you mean? Get over here. Get over here! Picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you. She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee and pointed to the back of it. You remember this, right? Yeah. So that's it. Now looks the suit, right? Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Before I had time to prepare myself, I shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But... It's no good. I can't get it open. Why not? Maybe the suit is powered and needs to be on in order to open, but with this axe in here, saying it shorted the suit out or something? I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit. You think Dio knew that when he took it? I wonder. So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like. Except we will from another world. Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands. Wonder who he was. Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is. She'd only been searching for a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes. Look. What is it? A spray bottle with luminol in it. That's the one Temyoji had. Yeah. And does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the sink? We don't know yet. Why not? Kay might have taken the spray from Temyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did. Went to the infirmary and got this. Huh. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights. You gonna check for a luminol reaction? What, see if there's blood in amongst all that blood? Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it. There's blood everywhere in here, though. That's okay. If you didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it. Do we have to see all these close-ups? Done. Thanks. Just as I thought. Look. Dio's left wrist. The underside of his bracelet's glowing. Exactly. But why? Because there are traces of blood on it. Whose blood? Blood with power. What power? We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See, if you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense. Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Right. Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room? I see the other side of your bracelets. Please, just do it. Do you think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it? That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's. Huh. Wonder which it was. No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Senior. Just relax, okay? That's all I need you to know. What? Neither one of you is Zero Senior. Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol? Yep. Wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior? I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims. Then who killed Dio? Okay, perhaps. After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength. Another descendant of species B. Huh? Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then all of this would be over. This awful game would be over. However, an Ambidex gate has been opened. By who? Quark, presumably. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible. Quark? Quark? Quark opened a gate? Whatever, we need to get back to the Flore warehouse. Hurry. I know, I'm coming. Something, pacing something. Oh hey, we're finally here. Damn it! There's no one here. Did they run off? Why would they run away? Well, if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open. You must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember we saw the footage in the security office. That means they have a star key just like we did. But you didn't find one when you searched them? Right. Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all. Shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe. That axe was taller than him. That's impossible. You're being an idiot. It's much more likely he found the key card after they died. Alright, let's go find him. Any ideas where to look? Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be? That's impossible. Children can't use weapons. Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on. Do you know something I don't? I mean, almost certainly. I'm pretty sure the flooring knows something you don't, Sigma. See, we can just warp to another room when we want to. Ah, the room Dio and Kay investigated. Right. Aren't you curious? Of course. Besides, Quark might be there. Yeah. Like when a cop picked me up for breaking curfew and said you're not old enough to smoke weed. Sure. Alright, let's move. Ah, the director's office. The door says director's office. Probably belongs to the director. I mean, yeah. How about one of those chairs? Chairs. You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one and say stuff like action, or cut, or double decaf chai soy latte, now. And that's what you think we'll find in there. Yeah. Aren't you excited? Well, there could be anything in there, so no, not really. Yeah, what if Zero Senior was in there waiting for us? Or a Roomba that projected a hologram of him, you know, just possibilities. That would make things easy. We'd solve things right now and then get the hell out. Right. Okay, I'm gonna open it. You don't need to keep asking me if... Just that one note at the start, I thought we were about to go into Black Parade. But hey, there's a two-headed lion eating a sunra. Remember that? Huh. There's no one here. A computer's been turned on. Yeah. Maybe Dio and Kay did that? The hell is this? A lion. It's biting the sun. Has a couple input fields for a user ID and a password. We probably can't use it unless we know what those are. Why don't you put something in? Sure. I'll give it a shot. Because hey, it was designed by a human, so it must be fine for anyone to use. Why was that your choice of ID? Sure. You wouldn't start with, like, admin? Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office, after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we? Yeah, Lotus would have tried admin first, right? If I turned and headed off toward a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk, I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento Mori. If the ninth lion ate the sun, remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe Memento Mori. Written across a dead old woman's ass. This is the strangest TikTok I've ever seen. Remember death. Memento Mori. Remember death. Okay, that's death that didn't happen in this timeline. Memento Mori. These are all different timelines. Memento Mori. Remember death. Slideshow of various things from different timelines. Smash. Okay, so this is... They're both 9 characters, because of course they are. It can't be Memento Mori, because that's too many. So, checking the archives, what was the one we had before? Is this where we want Milk Cavoli? They don't go in my archive. Why don't they go in my archive? Ninth lion is 9. This is what Mukavoli was for, right? Or was that a bomb password? I don't get it. Maybe we'll get more if we go back. It was no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. Oh, well, we have to remember it. You're not just going to have Sigma suddenly remember things. Really? Oh, no. Shouldn't have clicked back. Now we have to watch the opening again. Christmas. Car. Fire. Sigma. Rain. Crotch. 0. Facility. 0. Smash. So, where was it we got told that? God, I wish it had marked keys with an icon so you could quickly see them. If you find the 2-headed lion. Key to gate 2. How much are we going to have to play through for it to remind me? Let's just try and skip through this as quickly as possible. Cannot forget. Oh wait, I will. I did. See a lion with 2 heads devouring the sun. Remember these letters. Yes, this is Milkavali. This will open the second gate. Since we already technically found it, would you mind if chat looked it up? Well, that's the thing. I don't know if we've found the ID and the password. They're not both the same, are they? did look it up and you don't know if we found the ID yet. Okay, then why is it not marked as a lock on the game on the flowchart? That seems annoying, but hey. In that case, we will go and look at some of the locks we've already got. Didn't really need to save, it's just a habit. Okay, so what have we got? Really, the only one we've got unlocked is this branch. What is the long string of numbers? Hint. It's a cipher. We have the key for it. Let's jump. So, I can't remember what the hell was going on in this branch. Ah yes, Alice was telling us her backstory. Yes, we just heard everything about her and the Myrmidons. You know, I'm just going to fast forward until we get to the thing. Ah, here we are. Key's a key. It allows you to unlock a code. Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key. Long string of numbers. Could that be? Seven 815361098 838094241990551. Sorted. But what the hell? I was almost as surprised as she was. Numbers just kind of appeared in my mind, and I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. Alice looked at me incredulously, and I stared back. Wait. Can you say that again? 7815361098838094241990551. That's 1984495. No, yeah, that's 198449351 to the third power. I'ma take your word on that. Because I'm not going to sit here and do basic math with 30-digit numbers. Is this part of training to be a government ninja? Is you have to be able to cube numbers in the hundreds of billions just off the top of your head? What? That number you just told me. Prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power. You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiply together to get it, right? Like if you have 30, then you get 2 times 3 times 5, right? Exactly. You probably learned that in junior high, right? So he's saying that 198449351 is a prime. Yeah, to be fair, she did tell us she was studying maths. Fair enough. And if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you'd get this incredibly long number that I'm not even going to sit here and work out what each place is. Oh, damn it, now I am. Wait. They do like to give their STEM ladies uncomfortably large tartars and impossibly small support systems for them. Yep. If you multiply it by itself each 3 times, you'd get 7 octillion, 815 septillion, 361 sextillion, 98 quintillion, 838 quadrillion, 94 trillion, 241 billion, 241,990,551. Yes. Aye. Don't tell me you just did all of that in your head. I did do all of that in my head. Simple mental arithmetic. What? No. No way. That's impossible. STEM super titty empowerment meter. Sounds legit. I told you, I'm better at math than most people. That's not better at math. Well, look at you just recited a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding too. Where did you find that number anyway? I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That it just came to me? Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. What if they're all robots? Yeah, did it make sense? I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys. And there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. Aren't there? I think there's a very good chance that the number you memorized was specifically created by someone. Could you explain that with small words? PhD student. Well, look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code. You still don't get it. Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor? I think the first row was CQUJHNMTEONERAXDFMIOVP. Yes, because Sigma has a photographic memory that we just mostly forget, ironically. And the second row? BYOLWXYPXSVZEQGTKRTLED. I think. Then they just repeat. Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory. We could really use someone like you back at the... Well, keep going. How do we decode that? You use 198449351 to point you to the right letters. How do we do that? Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter. The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one, then 8 from that one. Just keep going until you get something. Make sense? I ran over what she said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was 198449351. So what would we get if we picked out letters like she explained? First letter would be C from the top left. Then you'd move 9 to the right, which would give you O. Then 8 more to the right. Eventually we get a word. And that word was... You will have 6 chances to succeed, fail, and the game is over. Seriously, this game likes to impose pointless challenges. 198449351. Code sheet won't be displayed when you input your answer, so it would be wise to solve it now. The key is 198449351. Well, helpful of you to put that over the middle lines, although I say it's just repeated. So, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. O. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. M. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. P. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. L. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. E. 3. T. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E. D. Completed. Remember the key is 198449351. Closing this window will take you to the input screen. Like, what earthly rationale is them for saying, well, for them saying we won't show you the thing while you have to input the answer? That would be too simple. And like, you have 6 tries, but why, if you've already solved it, why would you need more than 1? And if you thought you'd solved it and your first one is wrong, what are you going to do with the other 5? Because you don't have the code sheet. I did it. Completed. That's it, that's the answer. Completed? Are you sure? Yeah, I did exactly what you told me to do. The word I got is completed. Wonder if there was a secret code from the back as well. Well, this isn't a safe password, so... like, we're not in a room. Well, actually, it's completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats. Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you. I'm definitely certain. Alright then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though. What? Aside from the obvious, guessing here it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for. Huh? What are you talking about? What transmitter? I barely even heard her. Suddenly my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. Ah, Sigma and his metaphors. And then my mind was opened to the entire multiverse. All my lives at once. This is when we fought Dio. Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. And with these 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name I give thanks. Yes, that's when we escaped and finally killed Dio with a rock. Damn it! Why hadn't I realised it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. Not just any member, he was their leader. That meant he had to be the one who planted the bombs. Hey, you listening to me? Wait, yeah. Then answer my question. What the hell was that? Was this about a transmitter? I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of this sudden influx of new information. Wait, don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons. If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this? Good point. Out of nowhere, Clover appeared. Not sitting here panting. Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Really? We're all down in the Floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Quark. Why? We've still got 45 minutes until the white door's open. I know that. Oh, okay. Hey. Wait a minute. I thought UK and Quark didn't know about the white doors. Temyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were, so we all followed him to the Floor B warehouse. I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna? Yes, because this is a timeline where Quark collapsed with brain plague, and we were all like, Luna, you are medicine woman. Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Fi and Kay were already there. So? Well, all of a sudden, Fi, Temyoji and Dio all started yelling at each other. What? Why? Did something happen? According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. And look, literally everyone betrayed. I'd forgotten that one. Even though Temyoji only had 1 BP, Fi had chosen Betray. They started a fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged in too. That seems odd. Fi only had 1 BP too. Her choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move. Ah! Just come with me! Kay's trying to calm him down, but there's only 1 of him! Okay? Okay. Come on, Alice, let's go. Coming. Scene transition, go! drink some more tea. It's the one good thing about these scene transitions is they give you a good time to drink. If you happen to be streaming this and doing slightly less than sustainable voices for everyone. And now we pause while I finish the tea before it goes cold. And replace it with this glass of water before you all start shouting at me to hydrate again. All four of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. Felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room, and then I started swinging. No. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off. Hydrate or die straight. Yep. Correct. Stupid? What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick. Don't know why that was funny. I know. But yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem, so I've come over here to yell at you some more. Best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree? Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me. Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was going to do? You might as well press the button yourself. I couldn't just leave Quark alone. That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What, I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now. In the words of Lil Nas X. I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally. Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other. No, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own. Perhaps, but I think that's better than nearly killing someone. Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyouji. Ah, God damn it, enough already. Everyone go to your rooms. I roared with fury and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse because once again, Sigma has taken his PhD in jock. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs. What? Is this what you were talking about earlier? Sort of, yeah? I know which one of you it is. Well, spit it out then. Please explain what's going on here. I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes. What? You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say Dio's mouth. It's Dio, he's the horse. Natural laughter. What are you on? You think I set those bombs? Yeah, I do. Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal. I am not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact. No, yeah? And where the hell did you get that fact? Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He'd just played dumb, he was good at it. And I'd get nothing. I meant I was going to have to trick him. And I'm an idiot. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul. Bold. In before we immediately get punched in the throat by Clover and or Alice. Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company? No, but it'd be a really good name for one. I have a tenuous connection to this reality and saw it in another timeline. Yeah, that explanation always goes down well in court. Oh, don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you Left? Brother ordered me to come here. To keep an eye on you. It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable. Admirable, even. But perhaps this will convince you. God, he's doing the same thing as Junpei, where it's just like, idiot, 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 master detective, idiot. Luckily, we're on the high point of that curve. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background and how his younger brother Left had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So, still not convinced? How about this? 78153610988380942419905551. Do a little prime factor decomposition on that and you'll get 198449351 to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that? What? No, that's not possible. Finally. So, start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. Seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal. No, you're lying. I assure you I'm not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter? No. No! You have to be lying. Brother trusts me. That's why he chose me for this mission. Why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if he... Huh? Sorry, what was that? I said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if... Yeah. I grinned. Wait. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, Dio. Never even seen brother. And then what the hell was all that? How did you know all those things? Did I? Maybe I was divinely inspired. Don't give me that shit. What's going on? What are these Myrmidons? Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenmyoji quickly explained to Phi and Kay about the memory card and the number 2 bomb, and about the code we'd found that was from a terrorist organisation called the Myrmidons. So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs? And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it. Yeah. Bastards. I'll never forgive you. I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl. I am going to kill you! Her voice rose to a scream as she charged toward Dio. See? See who didn't see this coming? Sigma, because we are on the idiot end of the curve again. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket. Whoa there! That model looks weird. I like my women a little feisty, but you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down. What? You see this? You know what it is, don't you? Oh my god. Is that the detonator? Dio's going full misogynist in his dying hour. Yep. Exactly. Then I assume you know what happens if I press this button? Yes, I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs. Well, I wouldn't say both. You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found? Correct. And there's one more, too. No, there are 4 bombs. Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. That's as many as 4 bombs, and that's terrible. There are the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up, and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. And those go off, and it's all over. And that's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater. Aren't you forgetting something? That'd kill you too. So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares. Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about? Yeah, clones. I heard Alice whisper something to Clover. Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved. And then we took this camera angle again. Die, you bastard! Yeah! She roared and leapt toward Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face, and as he dodged, Clover spun out from behind her. This sounds like this fight scene would have been really cool if we could see it and we weren't looking at the ceiling. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand. Clover, get him! Right! Sigma, catch! Oh god, no, don't give it to us, we're idiots! Huh? Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest. Damn it! They couldn't afford to animate the fight, no, but they could animate every bloody door. Stop! Let me go! I said let me go, you asshole! Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strangely though, once they had hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. And also the sun, I guess. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? Didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. Oh hey, Deadman switch. Who could have seen that coming? The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What? What? Ha! It serves you right. What are you laughing at? You. Her. All of you. God, you're so stupid. What? Why? See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off. Again, I could see that coming, and I'm not a government ninja. We figured someone might try and take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. And since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are going to go off no matter what. How long do we have? About 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Oh no! My condolences. What can we do to stop them? I told you that already. First we need the device that allows us to input information. And then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes. Hey, Alice. Who the hell are you? How do you know all this? None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is. Ah, well that's none of your damn business. Oh, that got an animation. Yeah, fuck, stop! You're gonna break it! Of course. That's the plan. Please, stop! Just tell me what I want to know. Wow, we're going full Jack Bauer interrogation. Okay, I'll tell you. Yeah, that noise was the whole thing. It's in my coat. It's the right-hand pocket. Clover, check it out. Right. She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes... A few minutes? How many pockets does the man have? Dio isn't even a good terrorist. Yep. It's no use. There's nothing here. Did you lie to me? No. I swear. Keep looking. Oh. Wait. There is something in here. Dio clearly dresses like a lesbian, so he's wearing cargo pants. That's why there's so many pockets. Math checks out. Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. Is that a pill? Like, medicine? Hey, what is this? Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here. Stupid plan time! Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out toward him. Suddenly he moved, his right hand snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Oh no, who could have foreseen this occurring? Ha! I love that as I say that, I literally see the chat, which is on a slight delay, say he's about to snatch that pill from her hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. Let's just give the terrorist his suicide pill, because we've never watched any film ever. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately he grimaced in pain. Shit! What? What? What was that? Poison, I guess. Wow, Fi's very blasé about this. What? Damn. How could I be so stupid? An excellent question. His eyes rolled up into his head and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. Not sure what that's meant to achieve, but it was funny. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device? Lost it in my couch. Back home. Don't screw with me. Yeah, just more violence. Will not pant, will death groan. I mean, yeah, these come along much less rarely, it feels like, so, you know, it's an event. Fine. Also, I'm an actor. Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead? Deactivation? You guys are persistent. Fine. I'm not gonna do you much good anyway. And I'll tell you that you only get one. And this is the deactivation code for Bomb 3. Ready? L, X, Q, L, H, C, N, M, R. What about the other 3? Oh, you found a couple of them already. Calm down. Tell us the other 3. He didn't even seem to hear me. My body will be part of a foundation of bright future. His voice was weak and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth. Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory. Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile. Damn. He only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do? I don't know. How much time have we got? 25 minutes. Are you sure? Hate what phrasing? What phrasing do we hate? Ah, yes. I see where you're going there. Yes. I need all the time I checked my bracelet. CK's practical like that. It said exactly 30 minutes. You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens? Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left. Well, that's convenient. I don't have to set 2 timers. Oh, so 25 minutes. This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but it takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So, yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens. Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device, and the remaining 2 bombs, right? Right. We also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3. Exactly. Maybe Dio has a note or something? Hold on. Let me check. She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, then sat back down, back on her heels, frustrated. Damn. He's clean. She looked pale. Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Temioji, can you go tell Luna what's happened? Right. I'm on it. Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go. We all took off to run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Then at last, the chromatic doors opened. Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close. Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven? Or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. I didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat like the surface of the sun itself wiped out any lingering thoughts. Oh, we could animate that. My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell. Only the void. Yeah, that's because you're a clone and you don't have a soul. Harsh, perhaps, but true. Oh, this is a credits ending. We made credits! Hey! When they eventually turn up, we will have made credits. Credits! Don't know why they take so long, but here we are. Cool. Well, we've watched them once. Am I taking the philosophical stance that clones don't have souls? Not as a general rule, no. It's just fun to dick on Sigma. Anyway, let's carry on. Whose ending was this? This was Alice's ending. I guess. Aye. The one in which we got to see her put people in an arm lock. I guess because it's also the branch where she told you her tragic backstory. 5 down! And we can keep going. I've got a bit longer. We started late, and it's not like I've got anything else to be doing. Look at all these locks that have opened. This lock has opened, which is who planted the bomb. This lock has opened, which is who planted the bomb. They're both who planted the bomb. That looks like it'll either end super quickly or give us another bad end. So let's go with that one, why not? And we were moving from right to left for most of the time anyway. Or it'll open up more flowchart. But let's try. I'm going to run the scene again because I don't remember it. Wait. You only need to search one person. Yes, we've gathered everyone in the infirmary for a big detective moment. What? Why? Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realised I was saying them. How can you... There's no way. Yeah. I met Fi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. Flashing through the images, Schrodinger's cat, codes, Alice's backstory, Dio in a spacesuit. Phoenix right point! That person is you! Dio! Shock faces. Come on, what is this? You high? Well, we're about to find out. That's not the answer you ever want to give anyone to the question, are you high? Sorry, Kay, but could you hold him down? Well... It's on him, I promise. Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards. So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs. Why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you're innocent, then a search will show that, and I'll look like an idiot. Twice now while being accused, Dio's first instinct is to ask if you're high. Well, I mean, he's Matt Sigma, it seems like a reasonable question. Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs? Because... Just spit it out. I know about the Myrmidons. What? I beg your pardon? No. How do you know that, Sigma? Well, that's not all I know. I know about Free the Soul, and I know about Brother. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, I can tell you the details later. But there's no question that you were the one who set up the bombs. Who the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are. And I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart named Brother. Huh. Ah, Dio. Tell me, how does that foot taste? Write your own jokes, people. Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. That's tenuous. And what about Brother? How would you know his age if I haven't said anything besides his name? It's also tenuous, but then this is classic Poirot, is don't actually like prove the crime, just browbeat the suspects until they admit it. suspects. Couldn't find the word. For a minute I was going to go with contestants. In this grand game of murder. Wait, so... he's left. But that means he's a terrorist. Terrorist? Oh dear. Left. I love doing evil laughs. Well, it looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Well, I mean, you really could if you hadn't immediately done the villain laugh. Seriously, though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone you two jokers. Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high. AB plan? What's that? No. Well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're going to die here. What? God damn it, no. I leapt toward him. Whoa there. Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be your last. Then, that thing you're holding. It's the detonator. Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off! Dio, please, calm down. Remember Luna? Remember when she used to have lines? If you press that button, you'll die too. So, believe me, there's plenty more where this came from. What? Now that we've cleared that up, back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go! We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us, except for one. Temyaji. Hey, Grandpa. You here and gone? I said back off. No. You. I'm not screwing around here. I can see that. So why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button. What? Tenmyoji? Something wrong? Hurry it up, I'm not getting any younger. Oh, do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well? You son of a bitch. So, you were just bluffing? I'm not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it. Oh, I'm sure you will. If there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake. What? For just an instant, Dio's eyes twitched down to the device in his hand. That was all the opening Temyaji needed to apparently beat him down with his solid steel balls. Yeah! He cried out as he leapt through the air. Temyaji's leg shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Temyaji just crane kicked him? Like flying crane? What? Were you also a ninja? Shit. Not good. What happened? The detonator. He doesn't have it anymore. What? What What's happening? There's a red light on it now. Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji. This is what happens when you try to show off. What? I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how it worked. What are you saying? The detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer on the bombs automatically activates. Damn. How much do you know? Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. And when it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So, thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway. How long do we have? When do they explode? You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her? 30 minutes. 30 minutes? That's crazy! Yeah. How do we stop them? The emergency deactivation passwords. None of us know them, though. Right, none of us know. There's someone who does, isn't there? What? Hoping I might spill the beans? Nice try. Unless one of you is secretly a medium, I think you're shit out of luck. Wait, medium? Yeah. Well, I'm out. Peace. Wait, stop! What was that whip pan to the ceiling? I threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned. Oh, we animated this. Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go! He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open. Hey! Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm! By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me, but we didn't animate that. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I grabbed to his mouth. We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Sopril. No, if we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of him. You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this. Shit. What are you doing, Luna? Go. Right. That gets animated too. Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are. You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards. You're still gonna die. Go ahead, tell yourself as you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right. You're gonna burn. Oh, for God's sake. Luna, shut him up. Right. Here it goes. As they began to climb off of him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was, just what I'd expected. Small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled toward the sink and tossed it into the drain. Really not a good way to dispose of stuff like that. I have poison. Maybe I should put it in the water table. how much time do we have left? 25 minutes or so, I believe. And how much time until the white door is open? The same. Oh, that's Sigma. Same. So, what do we do? We put in the password and stop the bombs. We searched Dio, but he doesn't have a note or anything with the codes on it. Huh. Well, only one option left then. And that is... intuition. We trust our hunches. That's... like, I hate that this is probably an effective plan in this case. That's... Are you suggesting we just... guess? Do you have a better idea? Well... no, but... wait, there's another way. What is it? Before I tell you, everyone has to promise to do exactly as I say. No questions. What's your answer? We all nodded. Good. First of all, Sigma, you're coming with me. Right? The rest of you listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the floor B warehouse. Huh? Why? Didn't I say no questions? Good. That's it, we're done. That's... it. Is there a problem? I seem to recall you promised to do exactly what I told you to do. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me. Phi deploying Dom voice. Phi turned without waiting and headed for the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. He gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile. Take care of these guys, okay? We'll see you back on floor B before you know it. So, just trust us, alright? Good? I couldn't think of anything else to say. I turned and ran after Phi. Went to the crew quarters. Have we unlocked extra flowchart? Is this what this is? Or is this just a very long ending sequence? Just out of interest. We have unlocked extra flowchart. Lots of extra flowchart! So much flowchart. And wait, there's another branch we've opened there. Which one was that? Oh, that was the other who planted the bomb, yes. Okay, so what do we do? Get the input device ready. Alright, done. Oh, this is the timeline where we got that. That's important. All hooked up and everything. How many minutes do we have left? Well, they'll go off when the door's open, so... 21 minutes. That means we have 7 minutes per bomb. That includes travel time, though. Bomb number 2 is in the control room on floor B. And bomb number 1 is also on floor B with the garden. So, just need to hurry, right? Yeah. So what are we supposed to do? I mean, you do have some sort of plan, right? Well, it's not like I don't have one. Then stop being so mysterious and tell me! What the hell am I supposed to do? You need to make a jump. Jump? Yeah. To another world. Another history. I can't... You didn't just guess that Dio set the bombs, did you? You knew it because you remembered it happening in another history, didn't you? Yeah. I did, but that's... I mean, you just have to do that again. So you're saying I need to go to another history and get the password out of Dio somehow. Doesn't have to be another one. Could be this one. Just go back to the past and question him. Then again, if you do that, you might end up changing things so you don't end up here. That would mean you couldn't deactivate the bombs in this history. So you have to come back to this exact moment, or... Damn it! This is so confusing. Well, don't think about it then. We don't have time anyway. Just jump. Alright. I get it. See you later then. Are you insane? You're talking about transporting myself across space and time. Also, why should I have to do everything? Wow, Sigma. Can't you jump too? My jumps happen suddenly, out of the blue. I can't control them. Well, neither can I. That's a problem. You think? Alright, consider this. Maybe we've already jumped from another history to this one, but our memories of that history got damaged or something. We forgot most of what happened in that other timeline. We can remember even a little bit, though. Anyway, it's just a hypothesis. Are you saying I might know it already? And I just have to try and remember it? Yeah. I feel like we know. So, anything? We need the bomb password. Do you remember hearing it in another timeline? I do love that they've got this as kind of a real core part of the plot this time. It's a nice touch. I stared down at the input device. Password. The bomb password. Actually, I did remember it. I had heard it. Just like, password. I don't remember. Oh, that password. Yeah, I did. Was that the one the hologram Zero Senior gave us? Again, it just expects us to... Can't you just tell me things, game? Fine, let's go and find the password for bomb number 1, and if we haven't made a note of exactly which branch it came from, time to click around in the flowchart a bunch. I tried over and over, but it was no good. Each guess was wrong. No matter how I strained my memory, I couldn't remember even a letter of the bomb's password. Had I even seen or heard it anywhere in the first place? I'd seen other histories, but had I seen what I needed? If I hadn't, then it was all over. If I couldn't control my jumps, then what good were they? I can control your jumps, it's fine. Sigma, just let it go. Our time's up. This is it. Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You knew we were about to die, but you still stuck with me. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. You're a good person. There's one more thing. I'm glad I met you. The moment I saw you, you seemed familiar. Anyway, thanks. Looks like our time's almost up. Hopefully the others will make it. There isn't much hope for us, though. I think this is... Don't you dare say goodbye. What? We'll meet again. Somewhere. Someone. Thanks, Vera Lynn. I guarantee it. We can jump through parallel worlds. We can change history. You see? This won't end here. I won't let it. This is just the beginning. Sigma. Daw. Suddenly I felt Fi's face against my chest. That's a weird way of phrasing that. Put my arms around her and held tight. Then... everything went dark. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. End. So yeah, again there. So I think I'm pretty sure we got the number 1 password. Was it down here somewhere? Betray. Bomb number 1 deactivation code. Let's do that because then we'll probably finish that scene. Let's just. Kind of sucks that most of the time it remembers the answers across things, and then sometimes it's just like, hey, remember this. Password. BQZ, RGJ, DXR. BQZ, RGJ, DXR. BQZ, RGJ, DXR. Bomb number 3? Oh, that was bomb number 3? Oh. Well, in that case, I'm screwed. Did I have the thing from... Oh, bomb number 3 was the one I got when Dio died. Da-da-da, gurgling. Da-da-da. Punch the dying man. Deactivation codes. Bomb 3. LXQ, LHC, and MR. LXQ, LHC, and MR. Oh god, I forgot. LXQ, LHC, and MR. Fast forward. Why doesn't this fast forward? LXQ, LHC, and MR. Ta-da! Good job. Have a biscuit. It worked. Phew. I sighed and wiped what felt like a bucket's worth of sweat from my forehead. So you knew the password after all. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I did. You heard just another history. Yeah. Just what happened in that other timeline? Never mind, we don't have time for that. Correct. How much longer? 18 minutes. Good, we've still got time. Come on, let's go. We've still got 2 more. Number 2 bomb is next on the list. So we're heading to the control room. Right. No time to waste. Oh, and don't forget the input device. And then she was gone. I hurriedly disconnected the device from the bomb and chased after her. And it's nice of it to kind of allow you to solve this, what is presumably the kind of final route, bit by bit, as you find the different keys along the way. It's a nice little system, actually. Damn it, I'm giving begrudging respect to this game, and then it throws us into one of these stupid scene transitions that I will give no respect to ever. So long, so long. Control. Not panting. You got it. Yeah, right here. Hook it up. Right. Done. Okay, hurry it up. Plug in the password. Hey? Hey! What the hell? Oh, is this just because I don't think we have found the number 2 password and it's just kind of automatically overriding the root? That's nice. Just to make sure you can't accidentally type it in, I guess. Calm down. You probably just typed it in wrong. No way, I'm sure I did it right. Try it again. Yeah, nothing. That password's no good. Then it's different. All 3 bombs use different passwords. Yeah, it looks like it. Shit. I slammed her foot against the locker, her face uncharacteristically twisted by anger and frustration. This is bad. What the hell are we going to do? Try and remember it. Did you see or hear anything in another history that could be a password? A different password? I mean, like a different history from the other one I remembered. Yeah. You figured it out there. You just can't remember it very well right now. Remember what happened with the last bomb? This one is just like that. Another history. Another history. Password. Do I know what it is? Can I remember it? I have to. Okay, no, it doesn't automatically. I don't know if I've seen the bomb number 2 password. Ah, we had the infamous white liquid shot there. And it's annoying that you can't jump to the flowchart here. I mean, I suppose I could have been using the memo function to take notes of these things, but I didn't. Is this just going to be the same scene, except now we're in the control room? Yes. If I say anything different, or... No, this is all the same thing. Fi says thank you. Glad I met you. Have a hug. Look at the ceiling. Yeah, no, this is all the same thing. So do we have... Like, why does it not highlight keys? That's really annoying. I don't think we've got the number 2 yet. If you find the 2-headed lion... bomb number 1 deactivation code. Bomb number 3 deactivation code. Yeah, we've not got number 2 yet. And we still don't have the thing for 5 minutes of life here. Which is when we've been stabbed. But we've been injected by the bracelet. But can still keep going. So we probably want to jump to there, I guess. Because that seems to be our only way forward. Back in the infirmary to accuse someone. But you know what? I think that's the time thing for next time. Because we've run a little long, but that's just because I wanted to, really. But yeah. That's been a good stream. We have discovered many things. Lots of plot is happening now that we're finally going through the locks. And yeah, it looks like we might be kind of stumbling in the direction of the end. I would imagine we'll have like a couple of episodes left. Which will still make it 18 episodes, which is a lot. Cool. So, time for the wrap up. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you stayed to the end, thanks a lot. That means a lot. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent. That's SERASENT, the House of Hubris. You'll see all that on the title card in a minute. I'm streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 PM British time. That is currently 10 AM Eastern, 7 Pacific. Other time zones are available, but I believe you go back again to 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific in... Is that this weekend? I think that's this weekend. You know how your clocks work better than I do. we've gone back an hour, is my point. Yeah, and I will be continuing this until I finish it. And then we will also be finishing the rest of the series, which is probably going to take a very long time, so I might do something in between the two. Haven't decided yet. What else? If you like what you see and want to get notified when we're live, then throw us a follow. Always very much appreciated. And if you miss it, then VODs are available on my Twitch for 8 weeks afterwards. Or you can go to my YouTube, it's youtube.com/users/rf191999, or click the link down there, I think. It says VOD Archive. And that's got all my VODs going back to the start of the channel. They usually go up about 2 weeks after they've been on the Twitch. So, yeah, go check that out. Throw us a subscribe over there. Doesn't cost you anything, and helps me kind of get more eyes on the channel. But if you do feel like me jumping through time is worth your monetary support, you can, of course, cheer or sub on the Twitch. Very, very much not necessary, but very much appreciated. But really all you need to do is turn up and hang out and have fun and be chill, and everything is good. What else? If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, you can check out Twitter at Waruce, that's W-A-R-U-C-E, where I put stream notifications and memes and ranting about the state of the world. And if you want to see me in other projects, then check out twitch.tv/thebardsplayhouse, that's THEBARDSPLAYHOUSE, every Saturday night at 6:30 PM Eastern. That is currently 10:30 British time, which is probably good for my sleep schedule, but it won't last, where I'm in an ongoing Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Fall of London Chronicle. It's a lot of fun. We're getting close to the end, but, yeah, there's still plenty of drama to be had. And, you know, hopefully this week we will actually be back after a few weeks of hiatus, during which pretty much every day I've said, we'll be back this week, and then we weren't. Barring anything else, we'll be back this week. Cool. But I think that is everything. So, thanks again for tuning into this ridiculous game. And I will see you all. Well, I won't see you all, but you'll certainly see me on Thursday. See you then. Bye.